Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the PGW World Championship. Introducing the challenger hailing from Pickering, Canada, Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet.
And to get that in there, the ring announcer before Chris Van Vliet did his signature tone. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the former champion Chris Van Vliet set to square off against the man that took the belt away from him. Only one man can walk away as the world champion. The question is, who will it be? Will it be Brock Lesnar, or will it be the sharp-dressed man, Chris Van Vliet? What a match this is going to be either way, that's for sure.
Chris Van Vliet.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. He hails from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and weighs in tonight at 287 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending PGW World Champion, Brock Lesnar. Let me tell you, the only way the stakes could be higher in this match is if a butcher's shop opened up on the top floor of the Empire State Building. Brock Lesnar managed to avoid the signature move, the crossbody off the top rope by Chris Van Vliet, using his power, catching him in midair, nailing him with the F5 and walking away with the World Championship. He took the belt away from Chris Van Vliet. Van Vliet with the opportunity here tonight to walk away with the belt once again. Determined as ever. Not even changing his name recently and trying to lock up with Brock Lesnar. A big mistake in the early going by Van Vliet. You're not going to go power for power with a man like Brock Lesnar. But look at Van Vliet trying to fight back, trying to spin a heel kick. Brock Lesnar gets out of the way and now just nailing him with a series of strikes. Former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar, showing his fighting credentials here and not wasting any time, perching him on the top rope, looking to finish this match off early. He could very well do here, and nails a thunderous superplex right off the top rope. That could be over. Lateral press, shoulders down. Does the title remain where it is? No, it doesn't, as Chris Van Vliet gets the shoulder up just about in the nick of time. Lesnar a little bit in disbelief, but nonetheless Lesnar continuing the onslaught as Chris Van Vliet seemingly having no answer for the power of the beast incarnate. Brock Lesnar's just going to use his power and strength. Nothing special about it. Look at that. Van Vliet with an elbow out of nowhere as Brock Lesnar thought he'd done enough to keep him down on the mat. Now tries the waistlock. Lesnar manages to get out of the way. Oh my God, what a thunderous German suplex. Van Vliet may have lost a couple of inches in height there. Drop right on his head. A vicious German suplex, and Brock Lesnar continuing to dominate the match as you'd expect him to. The question is, can Van Vliet just find that one opening he needs to perhaps nail that big crossbody off the top? It's not looking likely at the moment as Lesnar picks him up again. Just look at this power. This Van Vliet around the 200-pound mark. You wouldn't think it with the way Lesnar's manhandling him. As now Lesnar hooks the arm. What's he going for here? Picks him up. Thunderous scoop slam, a simple move, but one that's very, very effective when you're as large and as powerful as Brock Lesnar is. Now going for the ground and pound with a heavy lefts and rights to the face of everybody's favourite Canadian podcast host here, as Chris Van Vliet's hopes and dreams seem to be vanishing before our very eyes. As Lesnar really doing a number on Van Vliet here. This is personal to Lesnar. Lesnar feels that Van Vliet shouldn't have got another title shot. He feels he doesn't deserve to be here, doesn't think he's in his league. And at the moment he's proving it as he charges in, but look at that nice reversal by Van Vliet. Sticks the elbow up. Maybe this is the opening he's been waiting for. As now look at this, Lesnar catches the foot beautiful enziguri. The question is, can Van Vliet do anything drastic here? Tries going to the top rope for the crossbody, but Lesnar just gets there before he has the opportunity and once again drops him on his neck with that vicious German suplex. And just as it looked like Van Vliet may have had a slither of hope, that hope has all but disappeared now as Lesnar charges in. Thunderous shoulder thrust to the midsection in the corner as Lesnar sends him into the opposite corner, looking to finish him off now, and that may be it. Nearly decapitates him, nearly takes his head off with a thunderous clothesline. And I think Lesnar now, he's looking to finish the match. He's going to go for the F5, waiting for Van Vliet to get to his feet. Grabs a hold of him, tries it, but Van Vliet manages to turn him around, comes in from behind. Beautiful snap there. And maybe Van Vliet this time, can he nail the crossbody? The big move, oh my God, he does! Van Vliet out of nowhere, nailing the crossbody, but so close to becoming the champion again. But Brock Lesnar just about getting the shoulder up, just about keeping hold of that belt for now at least. We've got to believe if Van Vliet can nail that move again, it's going to be over. But Lesnar just knocking him to the outside of the ring now. And it's still been Lesnar's game, don't get me wrong. 90% of this match has been Lesnar dishing out the punishment. But you've got to believe if Van Vliet can just hit that one big move, he's got every chance of managing to walk away with a title somehow. But again, not looking likely, and a beautiful overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Alright, Brock Lesnar, who is really going to work now on Chris Van Vliet, trying the F5 once again. Look at this nice reversal though by Van Vliet, trying the elbows to the face, trying to wear down the big man, takes him off his feet this time. Lesnar gets up very quickly, but now Van Vliet with the Irish whip comes off the ropes, beautiful spinning heel kick, couple of teeth may have went flying after that one, big impacts into the face, standing crossbody by Van Vliet. The question is, can he nail the big one? He's going to try it now, goes to the top rope, Lesnar gets to his feet, Van Vliet dives up but finds nothing but the canvas as Lesnar was well out of the way of danger there. And now look at this, Lesnar looking to finish the match. Oh my God, nails a thunderous F5. Chris Van Vliet was so close to nailing that move there. Gets nailed with the F5. Is there any life left in him? Yeah. Hooks the leg, shoulders down, and no, he's not. Brock Lesnar, still your PGW World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still the PGW World Champion, Brock Lesnar. But in many ways it never looked in doubt. Van Vliet had a couple of moments there where he may have been able to pull off the big move he did the first time. The second time, Lesnar getting out of the way, but for most of the match this man was dominant. And it's not that surprising that he's going to walk away tonight with that belt. He's going to walk away still your champion.